Happy birthdays as well. You always find the latest courtyard permanent solution. Out of the box.
Hello and welcome to Radio Waves by Todderbert. If you enjoy reviews, comparisons, band scans of new and classic portable radios, then make sure to subscribe and tap the bell icon so you don't miss any of my most excellent videos. In front of us, the Hychicka FM portable radio with Bluetooth, area light, and power bank feature. Model number AST315. I got this off Amazon for a total of $17.99, and it's a really cool product. I think you guys will like it. I'll have links below. If it's under 20 bucks, check it out. You'll love it. Alright, so let's look at this thing. Portable radio LED light. There's illustration of it. Output powers, we'll talk about that. Better tools for better life. Upside down. Shipping there, be careful, it's hazardous. Okay, TSP Tool Group Limited. I don't know who that is, but it's some kind of tool company like cordless tools. You know, like Milwaukee or DeWalt, but cheap end, I think. So there's the box, took everything out. First thing we get is the radio. Yeah. You know, looks a mother could love. It's kind of got that Tron element to it. I like it. Let's see. We get a cable. It's nice because it's a USB to micro USB. And the reason why I say it's nice is because a lot of our radios utilize this. And this is a power bank. And this will work to charge our radios as well. So we have one cable to do it all. Nice. Okay, next we get a warranty card. All right. Boom, doesn't really tell us much, does it? Yeah, not much happening there. Let's see, we get an instruction manual and some kind of, what's this? FCC warning. Okay, make sure you read that. I sure did. And instruction manual, light thing. Okay, I don't know if we need to look at this, but we open it up for kicks just to see if there's anything interesting in here. All right, dun, 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 dun. Here we go. This is pretty cool. Lithium batteries, 8,000 milliamp hour rated, and when I did a test on the power bank feature, it came pretty close to that, so that is very cool. Liking that. So there's some information there, technical specs for the nerd in you. Major components. Okay, it's pretty basic, so I don't think I have to dwell too much on this. All right, so yeah, the buttons are kind of funky. We'll talk about the buttons. LCD display is pretty clear. It's one of those blue with reversed with the white lettering. Charging the work light. Okay, we're almost through this. I'll get to the radio. On the back here, Bluetooth mode, FM mode. It'll say AST315 when you go to connect it to Bluetooth. And there we go. That's the manual done. Okay, so the radio, here it is. Front and center. I think I'll lower this down a little bit. All right. So dimensions, this bad boy. It's 8.5 inches in length. It's 6 inches in height. And it has a case depth of 3.5 inches. So it's a little chunky radio. Pretty cool. Like again, for 18 bucks, you get quite a bit for $18. I like that. It's pretty neat. Let's do a quick size comparison. Always have the usual culprits. CC pocket in the house. We'll do an FM band scan. Time shouldn't matter. This is 9:50 p.m. Central Daylight Time. I'm near Chicago, Illinois for our little FM band scan because that's all the radio can do for radio. Here's a CC Skywave. And for those who don't have those radios, we have the ever classic Iron Man. He's the man with the master plan. He can spin like no one can. He loves tool radios from China land. He's Iron Man. Rock on. Okay, cool. We are going to rock on with this thing. This thing rocks. For this little dude, it's got a lot of output to it. So let's go over features of the Hychicka model number AST315 FM portable radio, Bluetooth, area light, power bank. Let's see. Okay. Left-hand side, as you'll notice, we have this handle that goes up and down. It locks in the down position and locks in the up position. It's actually kind of nice. So it's heavy duty. It's got textured plastics and it seems pretty solid. Didn't seem flimsy at all, which I thought was pretty nice. On the front, you can see it's got a beautiful design. It's like Tron, look at it, or something, or skeleton. You can draw like eyes on here, little jaws. It's a skeleton radio, yeah, that's awesome. Over here, these aren't tweeters, by the way. These are blank spots. Down here, we have our speakers. Each of these is a 1.5 inch speaker. They're one of those like high output driver type speakers. They're pretty nice sounding. And when you're on Bluetooth mode, there is stereo separation. Even though this thing's only 8 inches, you really can only hear it when you're up close to the radio. But if you're at a distance working on something, you're not going to hear stereo really. It might just sound more spacious. But you're not going to hear the stereo, especially not on my microphone since I'm only using a mono mic. But yeah, pretty cool. Bluetooth only. There's no FM stereo, but again, there's no headphone jack or anything to worry about. So no big deal, but it still sounds good with 2 speakers. On the front, of course, the skeleton head or Tron or whatever you want to call it is our area light. It's a 5,000 Kelvin color temperature light, which is actually kind of nice. And it's 3 mode. There's a switch on the back here. It lets us go through the modes there and off. So it's pretty simple. It's 3 modes and then off. I'll show that in the dark in a moment. Okay, so right hand side, similar with the handle. That's just a plastic little thing. I wish that was metal. That'd have been nice. Top of the radio, we got Hychicka on the handle, and I'll show you this handle. Locks up, nice. See, not bad. Looks like it has a rise of about 2.5 inches. So you add that to the total height if you want to know the exact height. There you go. And for the buttons, I'll push this back down because I'll get in the way. It locks down, nice. So buttons are interesting. So they're opposite of what you'd want. Usually when you go up volume, it's this button, but this is down volume. So the little plus symbol means up. So your left button is up volume and backtrack, which that's normal. Down volume is the right button. And then of course, next track. And of course, back preset, forward preset. This is an auto scan radio. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound great, but it picks up a ton of stations on auto scan. So it's perfect for job site or workshop radio. But those are those 2 buttons there. We have pause play over here. Also, when you do pause play, it'll also mute the FM radio. And when you press and hold this on FM, it'll do an auto scan and save. Over here, mode button, pretty simple, Bluetooth or FM radio. When you turn this on, you'll be greeted with a display that says Bluetooth. It'll talk to you at a high volume of 20. It always defaults back to 20. It doesn't remember your saved volume. So just keep that in mind if you're using this in the bedroom for some reason. And it's late at night. You might need to cover the speakers. I'll show you at the end of a second. We'll be turning it on. All right. Just a little more features. I'm having fun with this radio because it's not your typical radio. I think it's my first tool type radio I have reviewed. On the back here, we have a little tiny antenna. It's small. I mean, come on, guys. Huge radio, dinky antenna. Not your manly antenna. It's 10.25 inches. Comes up. It does swivel, which is nice. For downstairs here, I'll probably clip a little wire to get some reception, but it actually did pretty good. We'll talk about that RFM reception. So there's some information there on some outputs. It says charging output on charging inputs. Okay, so the charging input, DC 5 volts 2 amps is correct. The output on mine is 5 volts 1 amp. I could not get 2 amps for anything. So just to let you know, it'll only output at 1 amp. So there you go, made in China. And the back here is our Bluetooth button. Hit that button, turns the radio on. Hit it again, turns the radio off. Down here is a symbol, if you can see that. Okay, so it's a light symbol. That's our light. Little green light down here saying your light's on. Like you wouldn't know. Aiming it away. It's kind of cool. This is a neat little trap door. It's where our charging ports are. And if you open this up, it's got an O-ring seal. Probably to keep the dust out. I wouldn't call this waterproof, this radio. Probably dustproof. So there's your micro USB input. Again, I noticed 2 amps in, 5 volts, nice. That little LED turns red when you're charging, and then solid green when it's done. And there's your output, USB output for power bank use. And again, it's 5 volts, 1 amp on mine. It did not get 2 amps. I did test that with various things, and I was not able to get any higher. So let's go ahead and talk about FM reception, and we'll turn this on and do a FM band scan audio features. So yeah, FM selectivity and sensitivity. So I like to do a scale 1 through 5. So fair, okay, good, very good, excellent. This is a digital radio. It tends to do better than your average analog radio, such as like say this GE Electric. This is like fair, okay to good, which is right in the middle, 2.5 star. This one found with its auto presets in different locations, I got about average of 60 stations every time I used it, so that's not bad. So that got a good rating and sensitivity, 3 star. And selectivity was good as well because I was getting faint stations next to strong stations. It just depended how I had the radio pointed. It's pretty hard to keep swiveling that radio as it auto scans. You can try if you know which way to point your radio to get better reception for those stations. That's good if you're in the know. But selectivity was good as well. You'll be surprised what stations it will find when you auto scan. So there it is. So good, 3-star rating on the FM because it's only an FM radio. So let's go ahead and turn it on and I'll show you how this display works.
Bluetooth mode.
Oh.
The Bluetooth device is ready to pair.
It's ready to pair. Okay. So we are going to go to FM, believe it or not, because I was using Bluetooth and it's fine, and I just like using FM. So we're going to go to FM radio.
FM tuner.
Here we go. So down volume. I always get that messed up. Like I said, you'd think that'd be down, but that's up. Press and hold for the volume control. Show you that on top there. So there's our frequency, FM band, of course, frequency, battery life indicator. I can get that to drop by hitting the light button. Oh, maybe it's not going to do it now. Did it earlier. Okay, maybe I'm not jamming loud enough. But yeah, hold to go up and hold to go down. So there we go. All right, so we're going to run this for a few minutes. I'm using a C-Crane FM transmitter at 92.9 megahertz, hooked up to an iPod. Awesome. Let's rock out. Preset. Press and hold. So you get an idea. Yeah. So the light's pretty simple. You saw that it was 300 lumens, 750 lumens, and 1500 lumens. It's pretty awesome how that works. You can do it with the radio on. And then the cool thing was I showed you on the bottom while I was doing the video. It's a brass insert there, so you can put this on a tripod and use it as an area light. So that's pretty cool. I'll show it to you as well. To mention that. And then also a neat little feature is the output. Some people are going to want to see this, so I'm just going to try to hook this up on the fly because I just thought about it. We're going to hook up, we're going to charge a flashlight. Now, the cool thing is you can charge, like say a Texan PL330 like this radio here. It's got a little battery. You could charge it up to 6 times. Yeah, I'll give you the output in a second of what I recorded, total output of this radio on the power bank. So I believe we have to turn the radio off. So we're going to turn the radio off. And then I'm going to hook up like this through-knife flashlight to it. And I'm going to show you the 1 amp feature. Now this will charge at 2 amps. All right, so just looking at my desk for power banks if I have any extras. I don't. Okay, so we're going to use this one. I got a little meter here. And we're going to use this meter to show you the output. Okay, the through-knife again does take a 2 amp charge in. So we got this little door that's going to get in the way, but I think we'll be able to see. This is a Ruidang UM25. And I'm going to hook this through-knife to it here. There we go. Oops. Turned off. I didn't hook it up fast enough. Okay, so there we are. Oh, look at that. It went to 1 1/4 amps. Beautiful. Oh, dropped. Okay, so it's going at just a little under 5 volts at 1.1 amps. Okay, I noticed 1 amp pretty much like this throughout the entire charge process. It's probably because it's freshly charged battery. But the cool thing is it's an 8,000 milliamp hour battery because total power delivered was, let me see here, I wrote it down, 5,446 milliamp hours or 27.09 watt hours at this delivery rate. That's pretty good because I added up, I had a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank and one of my higher performing 3350 milliamp hour power banks. I added those two together and it was just under the amount that this puts out. So definitely an 8,000 milliamp hour battery inside of here. So you can see that's dropping down there. And I was going to try to show you that it is a 2 amp. This is a 2 amp deal. So while this is going, and then we'll go, of course, do a radio band scan if you can hang in there. But there are people that are very interested in this power bank feature stuff. So I am going to try to bring in my power blocks here and turn them on. It's nice having all this automated. And then we'll just go ahead and unplug this from here. We know that's doing the 1 amp. And we'll just plug it into our 3 amp charger here. And we'll just see what it does. And it should go 2 amps. Or close to it. So definitely much higher charge rate for the flashlight. So just keep that in mind if you're charging like phones. And that's not going to be super fast with the Hychicka. But it's cool. Still 1 amp is good enough for flashlights and small radios because I noticed with the Texan, I'll get the highest is maybe a 1/2 amp or 3/4 or 4/10 of an amp. So not 3/4, 3/10 or 4/10 of an amp. So that's pretty nice. But look at this here. You can see I'm on my power brick, and this is definitely taking a faster charge. So there we go. All right. So nice to see for posterity. All right. So let's do an FM band scan. So this will be fun. This dust cover on. We're going to lift our antenna. We're not really going to go crazy with this antenna because downstairs there's no way this little 10-inch antenna is going to do any reception. So I have a little wire, 12-foot wire. Everybody knows about this if you've been watching my channel. It's in my window. It's not even outside. It's like a little 12-foot wire just to get a little range. It works really well with this radio. So we got a clip-on wire. Just a couple little wire on there. That's all I'm doing. Usually for shortwave, but it'll work on FM in a pinch. So I'm going to clip that on there, and we're going to do a FM band scan. So let's go ahead and turn the radio back on. Of course, it's going to go back to Bluetooth.
Bluetooth mode.
Oh, yes, it is.
The Bluetooth device is FM tuner.
Tuner. Okay, we got that on still. So we'll turn this down because the default's, I think, the 19 or 20 every time. All right, let's see what I found. Pause that. So we're going to go down on our presets, which is this button. Let's go all the way down to 0. You can't just press and hold because it's volume.
Destruction of human life. lives of unborn children.
Okay.
With the name Catholic on the door, the highest authority in Catholicism and the encyclical Humanae Vitae, that
installment all the way through this current one if you're just joining us. That web address, godcenteredlife.org. We'd love for you to take advantage of the resources there. Back into chapter 11, here's Josh.
I was able to write about in my book, and what I know about Val comes from a little bit later in her life, in the late 1940s, when she was at the University of Wisconsin-Madison Hospital, hoping to finally get gender-affirming surgery. And
you know, with current events, and I'm just going to say this and I'm going to drop off and go back into Stephen. And you know, is the fact that when you
areas in the north, in McKinney, where large crowds also turned out there, and then later on the head of the police.
Reminder that you will never be alone.
And long-lasting scent. Dear lover.
In Wisconsin, and also Warren Star clothing, high quality clothing that is comfortable to wear. Go to
we call it instant savings.
Boring.
Huh?
Instant savings is overdone. Cliche. You need pizzazz.
Such as?
How about the bedding shedding?
No.
Or
I was alone in this world.
Support, professional attire, and tools to help women thrive. Arm & Hammer launch.
Lighting. They're easy to install anywhere without the need for recessed housing. Add bright, energy-efficient indoor or outdoor lighting to your home.
Memories follow me left and right. I can feel the way I feel for you will always be the same. Just
y'all need to get into my drip like y'all need water.
Feel sluggish, but those days are over. Now I feel great. That's because I increased my fiber intake with the Metamucil 2-week challenge, and I'm still
WBBM on FM. They're usually 780 AM. Old time radio, Monday through Friday, 12 AM to 1 AM Central Daylight Time. You can pick up 780 AM from your location.
daily support. Sign up at Metamucil.com today.
The IRS doesn't mess around. If they want your money...
WTN. That's 833-288-3986. Call to communion on this Wednesday afternoon.
There it is. We're done with the FM band scan. Pretty cool. It found quite a bit. Now, some of the static you heard, it was definitely stations upstairs. But I wasn't using a wire. I was just using the little whip antenna. So yeah, it was working out really well. So pretty impressed with this little guy. I like this radio. I like the fact that it's high capacity. You'll be able to run this thing for quite a while on the internal battery. 8,000 milliamp hour battery. Gotta love that. I don't know the exact time because I haven't really run it through how many hours. So, if you get one, let me know because it's cheap enough. Links below for you guys. Like I said, if it's under $20, yeah, grab this sucker. It's cool. I like the fact that it's got a really bright, intense light and it's warm too. It's like a neutral white. That's really important to me. I'll go ahead and turn that off there. Otherwise I might forget. The stereo sound on Bluetooth does sound pretty good if your head's right next to the radio. Yeah, and then you can, like I say, paint skeleton eyes and a little Punisher face on it. That'd be awesome. It might block some of your light source, but who cares? It's fun. But yeah, and you can put it on a tripod if you need to. Yeah. Why not? It's very cool. So yeah, definitely gets it recommended by under $20. What the heck? It's great. It's a Bluetooth speaker with some attitude, and it's a power bank. Loving that. And again, high capacity, bonus, and probably dustproof, because it took care with the back charging jacks with the O-ring sealed door. That is pretty nice. I like that. And of course, it charges pretty quickly at 2 amps. So another nice thing to see as well. But there you are. Definitely thumbs up all the way. So if you like Hychicka branded things, do not subscribe because this will be the only Hychicka item I buy unless they have another radio coming out because they sell some goofy tools, I think. That's about it. But I saw the radio and I'm like, that's cool. I got to bring that to the channel. Even if it's, not the prettiest thing. It looks industrial, Maybe paint these yellow or something. Get a yellow theme going? Yeah, we like yellow. That'll be awesome. I know somebody's going to buy this and paint it yellow now and say, look what I did. You could do it pretty easy, I think. You could take it apart and take this outside. Yeah, okay, I'm just on a tangent. But anyway, no, I was kidding. You can subscribe, hit the bell icon for future reviews of FM, Bluetooth speaker radios because I'm definitely on the lookout for the unique, something different, something you don't see every day, and just for fun. You gotta have it. This is your workshop radio. Who cares if you drop it, roll it, whatever. It's built to handle. You can tell. It's definitely a chunky radio. And of course, 3, comment below what you think about the AST-315. Do you like its battery capacity, its area light, its sound, the Bluetooth capability, the FM radio capability, power bank capability? Let me know. I like to hear what you have to say. Or the looks. You like the beautiful looks? I like the beautiful looks. I might be joking there. I might not be. Who knows? You have to figure that out for yourselves. I have fun. It's all about radio, all about fun. Yeah. And this one's fun. So there you go. Okay, guys. Take care. And we'll see you in my next video.